Hey everyone, it's Zinnia here, and today I wanted to show you part 2 of how to make a sky jumping platformer on the phone. So yeah, in this part I'll show how to make it look like the octopus is jumping up to new areas. So yeah, let's get started. So to start, I'm going to begin like all the great tutorials do and fix a bug that I created in the last video. So in the last video, I created the code when I tilt the device in any direction, have the octopus move. And I should have made it when I tilt the device right and left, because with the tilting, we just want the player to be able to move the octopus from side to side. So with that bug now fixed, now we can actually continue making our game. Okay, so at this point in our project, the octopus can move around, but we can only jump around this one area. To fix this, how about we create an effect where the octopus can jump up to a certain height, and then once it reaches that peak height, then the platforms will start to move down to give the illusion that the octopus is flying to a higher area. Okay, so to create this effect, we need to do two things. Step 1, we need to make it so that the octopus can only jump up to a certain peak height. And then step 2, we need to make the platforms move down when the octopus is at that peak height. So let's get started with step 1. So I've got to decide what I want the peak height to be for the octopus in my game, and I think I'll have it be about here, which is about 90. So right now in my game, the octopus can just always move upward, but we want to make it so that if the octopus reaches the peak height, it can't go upward. So to do that, how about I'll drag out an if block, and I'll say if our Y position is less than 90, then we can have the octopus move. Else, well, that means the octopus is at 90 or higher than 90, so we probably want to set their Y position back down to 90. And to set a sprite's Y position to a certain number, here's a trick for that. I'll drag out a goTo block, and then I can drag out an X position block and drop it in here. And now that turns this into a goTo block where we can edit the X and the Y separately. So we can set X to whatever our X position already was, we don't want to change that. And we can set Y to 90. Okay, so let's try this code out. I will tap play, and okay, interesting. So here's a problem. Once the octopus goes up to 90, it just gets stuck there. It can never move down. So here's a way we could fix this. We could check, is the octopus's Y speed negative? Like, is it trying to fall down? And if it is, then we can let the octopus move, because it's just going to move down. So I could drag out an if block, and in here I could say, if the Y speed is less than 0, then we'll let it move down. Else, we won't let it move because we want to make sure the Y position doesn't go any higher than 90. Okay, so let's try that out. And okay, there we go. Now we can move up to 90, and we can also move down from 90 eventually. Okay, so step 1 is complete. We made it so that the octopus can only move up to a certain peak. Now let's start working on step 2, making the platforms move down while the octopus is at that peak height. So we're gonna want the platform sprites in our game to be able to know what the Y position of the octopus is. So how about I'll create a variable to track the octopus's Y position. So I'll go to the octopus sprite, and I'll make a variable called player's Y position. And then here in my forever loop, I'll always set this variable to whatever the actual Y position of the octopus is. So now every sprite in the game can detect the Y position of the octopus. Okay, so now I'll go over to the platform sprite, and we want the platform to move down if the octopus is at its peak height. So I could drag out an if block and say, if the player's Y position equals 90, then move down by 1, let's say. And I can put this inside a forever loop so that the platform is always checking what the player's Y position is. And let's try that out. And there we go. Now, when the octopus gets up to the peak height, the platform moves down. The only thing is, the platform only moves down by a little bit, and I think it's because moving down by 1 isn't a lot. So how about, instead of having the platform always just move down by 1, we could have it move down by whatever Y speed is. So if the octopus is moving up really fast, then the platform will move down really fast, so that it still looks like everything is moving quickly. So I'll put the block Y speed in here and let's try that out. Okay, so now the platforms are moving faster if the octopus is jumping faster. One last thing, if you want to make the game look even more sort of fast-paced, you could go over to here where the octopus receives this bounce message when it hits a platform. And you could set Y speed to an even higher number. So maybe instead of 4, I'll set Y speed to 7. And so now, when we bounce off a platform, we set the Y speed really high and the player looks like they're jumping really fast. There we go. So that's what I wanted to show you here in part 2. In part 3, I'll show more things like how to have platforms appear at random locations and other stuff to add to the game. But for now, I hope you have fun adding to your project, and I'll see you in the next video.